So I'm basically doing a crossing from Plumper Cove on Keats Island, which is near Gibson's, across Georgia Strait, back over to Mark Bay on Newcastle Island, which is right across from Nanaimo. Forecast is reasonable. There's supposed to be, 10 to 15 knots of wind, but single-handed, you got a 20-mile crossing. You essentially got to be prepared for just about anything. So I'm getting my foul weather gear on, getting my harness on. You can see I've got my tether rigged, and then here is my self-rescue equipment, which is an ascender, and I've got an atria, and I've talked about that before. That's my self-rescue stuff. In the event that I go over the side, I can get back aboard. I've been using this tactic now for about 6 months. I use a gree to attach myself to the boat. The reason I do that is it's ready. If I do end up going over the side, I'm ready to self-rescue myself with the gree and the ascender. So single-handed self-rescue, it's quite important. It's cold, it's early, it's like the third or fourth day of spring here, late March 2025, so putting the clothes on. I still wear the flotation, the vest, the offshore vest. This is just for flotation. Any impact from me going over the side will be absorbed by my climbing harness that I now use. You can see here it's pretty light, boy, it's 5-6 knots, a hint of whitecaps coming from behind. So basically wind directly behind, nothing usable right now, so nothing for it but to head out and see what it's doing in Georgia Strait. Pretty tame day. I had, it was inclement weather this whole week with, in some cases, 20 millimeters of rain in 24 hours. So I'm kind of happy the sun's poking through and don't have to have my gill jacket on. I've just got my insulated jacket. You can see here just a rippled sea with, maybe 4 knots of wind right from behind, and not really enough to do anything on a dead run. So that's one of the things about, single-handing and, within a 20-mile crossing, it's sort of peaceful warrior type stuff. There's never nothing going on, you're always, kind of checking things, chilling out, you're meditating. I'm looking for the wind. It's like, is that wind going to come up? What's going to happen? And in the event it ended up glassing out, this is quickly, little couple of minutes here on urinating over the side. A lot of people get killed every year. I clip myself in when I'm going to urinate over the side. The boat lurches. It's real easy to go over the side. Another viewer reminded me, even better, use a pee bottle. And don't even go to the side. Just use a pee bottle, fill it with seawater. Leave it half full of seawater. Doesn't smell. But I thought I would just share this. A lot of single-handers get killed every year urinating over the side. So either clip in or use a pee bottle. And nothing really going on. It's cold out. Decided to cook up some noodles. Down below. And sort of got the radar guard on, got the AIS, alarm on, jump down below for 30 seconds at a time, and I'm going to have some nice hot noodle soup. It's probably about, 4 or 5 degrees, so it's cold sitting out, in the captain's chair. So I don't mind telling you, this tasted really good. It's a nice treat, warm you up, and honestly, when there's nothing going on like this, I'd kill some time. And the wind actually just calmed down. It continued to glass out and get flatter as I as I went across the strait. This is probably halfway across, 10 miles out. And I ended up actually doing a live broadcast, my second one ever during this trip. You can see here, total glass, nothing going on. So I did a live broadcast for an hour. Anyway, so that was kind of fun. You can have a look. It's posted on my channel. Coming into Mark Bay, Newcastle Island now, and you can see here, even coming into the anchorage at Mark Bay, it's glass. Coming up to the mooring ball, glassy conditions, no wind. Been slowly refining my mooring ball, single-handed. One of the challenges is the mooring ball disappears from view when you're single-handed, and there you see it there. I'm going to put the boat in reverse with my new engine. I've now got, port prop walk, so the engine pulls me, put it in reverse, it pulls the boat to port, and so I've got, and then I put the rudder, hard over, put it in forward to to kick the stern to starboard, and then come back in reverse and take another shot at it. This has worked reasonably well for you. I give it a couple of bursts on the engine and then put it in neutral and essentially stop the boat close enough when I can reach the mooring ball, with the boat hook. So I'm almost there now, and I'm going to reach over, grab the boat hook, and grab a hold of it. And I like this approach. You can see it better on the approach. It's lower, the freeboard is lower at the stern. I brought the boat hook up and hooked it on the gunnel so I can thread it quite easily with a dock line. And I kind of, once I get it threaded, I use the dock line, almost like a dog's leash, and walk it forward to the stern. I've been quite happy with this technique. I've, kind of tried a few different ways. This one works really well for me. It might be a bit challenging in higher wind. This is, of course, perfect conditions. Walking it forward like a dog on a leash, and pulling up the mooring connection so I can reach it, and then tying off the bow, and basically time to chill now. Okay, let's relax in the cockpit after the 4-hour trip. Anyways, that's more or less it. You can see here, this is Mark Bay, Newcastle Island. I got a beautiful evening, sun going down. It's about the best weather that I had all week at this point. So pretty happy to have the sun out and sit back and enjoy the sunset. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, by all means. Whatever it is that you're doing out there, respect the risk, have fun. See you next time.